Right. Okay, guys. So good evening all, and welcome back to the ICT class. Okay. So this is the grade 11 English medium ICT class. So actually, now we are conducting the fifth lesson. Okay. So in these days, actually in the last week we have started the fifth lesson, which is web designing. Okay. So we did some parts in the last week. So I think up to where? We discussed up to tags, no? No? Yeah. Yeah. As I remember, we discussed up to tabs. Okay. So there is a term called tab. Okay. So actually in the web designing, okay, we are using hypertext markup language, which is HTML. Okay. So that is a markup language, okay? Or else we can introduce like descriptive language. Okay. So it is a descriptive language, not a programming language. Okay, not a programming language like you learn what the Pascal. So you learn about the Pascal language. Okay, so actually the Pascal language is a programming language, which is actually we can use that language to do some tasks. No, like as an example, what to do calculations. No, so if we print if you want to print something, we can use some sort of programming and using the Pascal, and we can do some process. No. But when we talk about descriptive language, those languages are going to use to describe the things. Okay. So as I told you, website or else a web page, okay? Basically a collection of web pages is called as the web page. No? Sorry, a collection a collection of web page is called as website, right? So actually, uh, wait a second. Okay. Right? That is called a website, right? So actually, when we create web pages, we need to describe to the web browser these things should be like by this. No? When actually, if we create a web page with nothing, um, or not even a single tag, okay, so we can actually type something. Okay, we can actually type anything and save that as a HTML file. Okay, so then actually web browser will show the content inside that file. Okay, as a normal text. As I told, I shown you that one. Okay, so we can type anything and we can save as a HTML file. So then web browser will show that. Okay, but it is not a good way, no, good method. Like actually, the web browser will show a unformatted, a normal text. Okay, but I think you have used websites, several websites. So in the websites, they have several styles, no, which is some words are big, like a formattings, no. Some words are big and some are centered likewise. Okay, and there are some places they insert tables and also images likewise. They have added something. Okay, so in order to make a web page like that, like a good way, we need to use this descriptive language, which is we are going to tell the web browser this text should be like this. Okay, that is called descriptive. So then web browser will understand that one, and it will generate that word using that tag, which is it is going to format like the tag. Okay, so that is called descriptive language. Okay, so the HTML is a descriptive language. Okay, so in the HTML language, we have a term called tags. Okay, so we are going to use those tags to describe. Okay, not actually in the Pascal language, we just write several syntax, no. Okay, but in here we have tags. Okay, we have several tags. So last week we have learned about that. Huh? Okay, I just memorized those things. Okay, we learn about tags, and also we learn the features of the tags. Okay, we learn the features. So what are those features? So actually tags can be, actually the tags are not case sensitive, which means the tag can be capital or simple. Okay, we can write tags either in capital or simple. So center tag, okay, this is an example. Okay, we will learn those things. Okay, so when we talk about center tag, we can write as simple, or else we can write as capital, or else we can combine all the thing. Okay, center, like, okay. So the web browser will detect this thing. Okay, so that is one feature. And also another one is tags can have opening tag and closing tags. Okay, so this is the opening tag. We have a closing tag. What is the thing we are going to add it to the closing tag? The forward slash. Okay, we are going to add forward slash to the closing tag. Okay, center. So if we type something in the middle of the open tag and closing tag, these words will be formatted like the description in these tags. Okay, center means it is going to center the text to the web page. Okay, so likewise we can have several tags. And the other feature is some tags do not have this closing tag. Okay. There are some tags. Okay, we have image tag. Okay, likewise there are several tags. So those tags don't have a closing tag. Okay, that is another feature. And also the other one is if we misspell one of these tag. So I'm let's see, I forgot this R. Okay, I forgot this R. When I typing, I forgot this R. So then the tag is incorrect. No, it is like a syntax error. No, it is like syntax error. So what happens if we have a syntax error in a programming language? What will happen? The program cannot run from that point. No. So when we compile, actually, when we compile, the compiler will say this line has a syntax error, so I can't compile. No, in the programming language, we had those kind of errors. But when we talk about this HTML, if we have any error in a tag, the web browser will ignore this tag. Okay, it is not going to show this is a syntax error, I can't read this, likewise. Okay, the web browser don't going to tell that one. Okay, what it's going to do is going to skip that one. Okay, ignore. So then the center tag won't work. So the text will be show in the particular way. Okay, in normal way. Right. So those are the features. So those are the features. I remember those things. We learn about those things. Okay. So today we are going to start coding. Okay, coding means it is like a coding. Okay, so we are going to start the HTML to create web pages. Okay, so actually guys, in this lesson we are going to learn the basic things. Okay, we are going to learn how to create a website and what are the tags we are going to use. Okay, what the basic tags we are going to use when we create a web page. Okay, likewise we're going to learn about basic things. Okay, so you can learn in detail about this web designing in the A level if you are going to do the ICT in the A level. Okay, or otherwise actually if you want to follow up these things, okay, you can use several platform like I told you, like Coursera. Okay, there's a platform called Coursera. It is a website. Okay, so in that website they are offering several courses. Okay, so you can just follow up one of those courses if you want to get more knowledge about in this field. Okay, but in this lesson we are going to learn about several basic things. Okay. So basically, we are going to learn how to create a web page. Okay. And what are the formattings? Okay. We can include to the web page like bolding, italic, underline. Right. Likewise, there are several formattings. Okay. We learn those things in the word lesson. Okay. So we need to include those formatting into our web page. No? So there are several tags, formatting, and also we can change colors of the font. Likewise, those are also the formatting. And we are going to include images. Okay, images, and then we are going to include what tables, list. Okay, list and hyperlinks. Okay, those are the things I remember. Let's see what are the things we are going to learn. Okay, so actually I want to say that so in this lesson actually we are going to learn basic. Okay, which is actually it is not hard. Okay, the things we are going to learn is not hard. Okay, it is very easy, right? Okay, let's dive into the computer, uh, and then we will start the programming. This is more like a practical lesson. Okay, it is better to do the practical with me, but you can do it anyway. Okay, if you need, you can just do with me, or else you can just follow up. You can just follow up me, or else you can just observe the thing I'm going to do, and then you can do this thing later on. Right? Anyway, you have to. It is better to do the practical, okay? Because when you do the practical, more you remember. Okay, you can just remember by looking at the notes and everything. But when you do the practical, you will memorize those things a little more, right? Okay. Right. Uh, yeah. We talk about HTML editors. Okay. So the thing is, I'm going to use the Sublime text. Okay. So let's go to the web browser and let's download that one. I will show you how to download that one. You can use any text editors. Okay. You can use the Notepad also. Okay. This is the Notepad. You can use the Notepad also to do the coding, do the to create web pages. But I'm not going to use that one because Sublime text is more better, which is actually uh, it is more colorful and the other things. So Sublime text. Okay, this is another text editor. Okay, Sublime text. So you can Google that one, and this is the website. And here actually we can go to here and directly download that one. Okay. So here we have to select the operating system, this one, not the portable. Okay. Uh, Not the portable, just download this one. Okay. And for Linux, you can download this thing, and Mac OS, you can download this one. Either way, you can download this text editor. Okay. I will open that one. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's not here, no. Yeah, it is not here. Let's search in the Sublime text. Yeah, this one. Okay, this is for the single medium class. Okay, I will close this one. No, right. This is the interface. Okay, yeah. This is the interface of Sublime text. Okay, this is a normal text editor. Okay, normal text editor. I'm not going to teach you about the software. Okay, So let's create a web page. Okay. So actually, when we create a web page, I told you we have to start the HTML tag. Okay, we have to start with HTML tag, which is this one, HTML, and we have to close that one, HTML. Okay. So in between this opening tag and closing tag of HTML, we are going to write the HTML codes, HTML tags. Okay. Actually, so then the browser will recognize this is a HTML document. Okay. So otherwise it won't recognize this one. Okay. So the thing is, first you have to create the opening tag of HTML, and we need to have the closing tag of HTML also. Okay. So in between those two, we are going to write everything, right? So the next thing is actually we need to save this one. Okay. So it is better to save this one, right? Actually, we have done that one. Okay, now let's go this one this way. Okay. So we can go to File, and we can go to Save As. Okay, Save As. Then we have to save this one as a HTML file, which is actually this is the we follow these paths. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay. We have to select this Save As type as all files. Okay, and then actually we need to type something, and then type a name. You can give any name, and then at the last you have to type .html. Okay, that means actually the extension. The extension should be .html, right? So then the computer, okay, the operating system will recognize this one as a web page, and also the web browser will recognize this one as a web page. Okay, in order to actually we need to give this file extension. Okay, otherwise we can't open this one in the web browser, right? So this is the normal method. The otherwise actually we can select the file type is in here. Okay, so here we selected all file type. Okay, but in some text editors we have HTML. Okay, here this one you can see. Okay, we have a file type called HTML. So if we select this file type, you don't need to type .html. You don't need to type .html if you selected this file type. Okay. Uh, so actually in Sublime Text we have this file type. Okay. But in the Notepad, I don't think they have this one. Let's see. Let's go and save. No. In the Notepad, we don't have HTML file type. So if you are going to use Notepad, what you have to do, you have to select this all file, and you have to change the file extension as HTML. That's the thing. Okay. Right. I will replace this one. Okay. I'm going to replace this one and save. Yeah, we want to replace. Okay. So then actually the text editor also recognize this one as a HTML file. So that's why the color is changed. Okay. Okay. So then, as I told you in the last week, in a web page, we have two different two parts. Okay, two parts. First part is the head part. The other part is the body part. Okay, we talked about these things also. I'm not going to tell you about this head and body part. Okay, so the thing is, first we have to create the head part. Okay, so head. Okay, this is the head part. So basically, we need to create head part, and then we can close the head part. Okay, so then I'm going to create the body part, and I can create this one. Sorry, close this one. And the first page, I'm going to just write some word. Okay, hello world. So, hello world. Right. This is the first web page. Okay. So here actually I can just save this one because we already saved this one as the HTML file. Okay. So then we can open the uh, page. This one can open the file. Right. This is the file. Okay. Let me give me 1 second to just arrange this thing. Right. I think this is better. Okay. So then this is the file. Okay. You can see we have created the head part and we have created the body part. As you can see, uh, the only thing visible is the body part. Actually, the thing is, if we put something in head part also, head part, it is going to also visible. Okay. As you can see here, is also going to be visible. But the thing is, actually, we don't put anything in the head part as normal text. Okay. So the head part is a different part. Okay. A different part. So that part is used to give several formatting options. Okay. So we don't include normal text. If we include that one, we can, as you can see, if we include normal text, it will be visible in our web page also. Okay. But the thing is, we don't going to do that. It is not like ethical one like that. Okay. We don't do such kind of thing. Okay. So this is the normal web page. Okay. So the thing is, we are going to add one tag in the head part. Okay. As I told you, actually this one, so for the O level, actually we are going to learn basic things. Okay. We are going to learn only basic thing, which is actually in the head tag. You have to learn only one tag. Okay. There is one tag we have to learn that is included in the head part. Okay. So it is easy to remember. So the tag is title. Title. The tag name is title. Okay. What is this tag is doing? Let's see what is the thing we are going to give. Uh, first web. First web page. I'm going to close the title tag. Okay. This is the first tag we are going to learn. Okay. So what is this title tag is doing? As you can see in the name, the name of the tag, it is going to add a title. Okay. So the title is not going to add to the body part. As you can see, as I told you, only the body part is visible in the web page. No? So this title is added in head part. So what is this mean? This title is going to add it in here. I think you can see my mouse cursor. So when we open a tag, okay, sorry, not a tag, tab, okay. When we open any tab in a web page, there's a name. Actually, this one is the file name, no? Here it is automatically taken the file name, O-level English.html. Okay. The thing is actually we can change this name, change this word. In order to change this word, we need to use this title tag. Okay. So when we use this title tag, it will the words between this title tag will be visible in this tab as the name of the tab. Okay, let's see. Here, as you can see, first web page. Okay. If we want to change the name in name of the tab, we can use this title tag. Okay, title. So the other thing is actually, as I told you, only tag in the head part is this title tag. There are several kind of tags, okay, but for the O level, we are going to learn about only this tag. So it is easy, and if any question is asked from the tags, okay, if there is any question mark in the uh, including the head tag, okay, including the these head tags, okay, we are going to use only the title tag. Okay, that's the thing. So what is going to do this one? The title tag is going to change the name of this tab. Okay? It is like adding title, right? Okay, so let's write that this one. Actually, in the Qt, I think the third page. I don't know the page. Okay, there's a topic called HTML code for a simple web page, right? So beside you have this output. I have included this output, but it is a little bit different, no? Here, those things are not there. Okay. Uh, what do we call this one? Actually, I don't know the name, but in Sinhala, we call this one as බුදු අම්මෝමා. මේක අර බුදු අම්මෝමා කියලා තමයි අපි සිංහලෙන් නම් කියන්නේ. ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් නම් නැත්තම් හරි. So, right. Write this one. Okay. Write this one in the what? In the Qt, in this space. Okay. And change this one, okay? Change this according to the output in your Qt. Okay. You can just remove this thing and put dot like this. Yeah, this is the output. So actually words are not like this big, okay? The words are not this big. I have zoomed this one, okay? As you can see. I have zoomed the web page. So this, yeah, this is the normal method, default size. This is the normal default size. So here I have zoomed this one. Right, just write this one and raise the hand once you finished. If you have any question, just ask me, okay? Right. Let's move. And the next thing is in the Qt, I have given you the procedure to save this one. Okay. So I'm not going to this one. I'm not going to give you the notes. Actually, I have already given this one. Okay. So as I told you, we have to open the text editing software and write the code. So we have just we wrote that one. Okay. So then at the first we can go to save. At the first time we can go to save. Or otherwise we need to go to the save as. Okay. I think you know this one because you are IT students. No? What is the difference between save and save as? I think you know. And then you have to enter the name and change the file extension to .html. Okay. We need to do this one. Okay. Or otherwise, as I told you, the operating system do not know what is the software we need to open this one. Actually, why we need this file extension? Not this one. Normal file extensions. So operating system. So actually, if we look on several files, there are several type of files, no, and also there are several type of softwares to open those files. Okay. So in order to tell the operating system, this file should open in this software. Like a document should open in Word software. No? So then actually we need to give the file extension as Word. What is the file extension? .docx. So the file extension is used to recognize by the operating system which software is going to use to open this file. Okay. And the other thing is actually we can simply decide and we can actually see what is the software we can use for open this file. If we see like docx, we know this is a document file. No? This is not a web page. So likewise, if we include .html, we can decide manually, this is like a this is a web page, and also the operating system is going to detect that this should be open in the web browser, right? Okay, so we have to follow that one. Right. So then let's move to the next tags. Right. The next tag we are going to learn is the header tag. Header tag. I will just change the title of it. Header tag. Right? Header tag. Right. What is this header tag? So actually header tag is used to input topics. Okay. So in the notes also, if we want to include a topic, we are going to just increase the size, the font size. No, we are going to increase the font size, and we are going to keep a distance between the normal paragraph and the topic. No, we are going to keep some sort of distance after the paragraph. Then we are going to just increase the font size, and also it is like a bold. No, it's like a bold word. So likewise, we can include this header tag. So when we include header tag into any word, that word will become a header. It is like a topic. Okay. So as I told you, there are several features in a topic. It will keep a distance between from the last paragraph. Okay. So the other thing is the size of the font will be increased, and the other thing is it will be bold. Okay. Let's see. The first header tag is H1. Okay. It is called header. Sorry. H is called for header. Okay. 1 is called as the size of this tag. Okay. So actually there are 6 sizes. 6 sizes of the word. As I told you, the topic, the word of the topic is increased. No? So when we writing in normal way, we are going to increase the font size. Okay. So we can change the size of this topic using this 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like I see, we have 6. Okay, let's see. Chamika. This is the first header tag. We need to close this one. Okay. So header tag have opening tag and the closing tag. We need to put the words inside this open, yes, between this open tag and closing tag. So then that words will be taken as the header. Right? Let's see the output. Yeah, let's decrease the size. This is the output. This is like a header. Okay? I will put some words in here. Testing paragraph. As you can see here, I have put several words. Then I have put the header tag. So I told you earlier, if we are going to put any header or as a topic, we are going to keep a distance between the last paragraph. Okay, here we have a distance, and then we are going to bold this word and increase the size. It's like a header. Okay. So let's try the H2 tag. H2. H2. H2 means it is going to decrease the font size. That's the only thing going to change. Okay. Yes, you can see H2 will be a little bit small. Okay. And the space between the paragraph are also same. The other everything is same. Only the difference is the font size. Okay. Likewise, we have 6 H1 to H6. Okay. 1, 2. This is 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Likewise, we have 6 different header tags. Okay. We have six different header tags. Version, what happens? Give me 1 second. Connect with the speaker. Otherwise, I can't hear you. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah. No, sorry. What happened? Is it a connection issue or something? Subhashana? You can send a text. Otherwise, is it raining, guys? So actually, for this area, there are several clouds. Okay, and sometimes it is thundering, but it is not raining. මෙහෙට වහින්නේ නැහැ. බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා විදුලි කොටනවා වෙලාවකට, right? වහින්නේ නැහැ ළමයි. දැන්ම සීන් එකක් නැහැ. එහෙම සීන් එකක් තියෙනවා. Connection issue. Yeah. The other thing I need to tell you guys, okay? So now actually we need to you need to do papers. Okay? So don't waste you can just learn about theory parts also, okay? But you need to focus more to do papers. Okay? ඇත්තටම දැන් කියන්නේ අපි paper discussions කරනවා, right? We are doing paper discussions, but the thing is you guys need to give more focus on the papers because actually we have a small time period. පොඩි time එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. හරි? පොඩිත් නෑ. ඉතින් තව මාස 5ක් විතර තියෙනවා. But okay. Yes, මේ 8 වෙනි එකනේ. Yeah, 5ක් විතර තියෙනවා. Okay. ඒ වුණාට ගොඩක්ම papers වලට focus එක දෙන්න. theory පාඩම් කරන්න. හරි? theory පාඩම් කරනකොට papers මම දාලා තියෙන ඔයාලා link එකක් මම දැම්මා මට මතක විදියට ගිය සතියේ. right? papers කරන්න මේ දවස්වල සෑහෙන්න එකම පේපරේ දෙපාර තුන් පාර කරත් අවුල නැහැ. කියන්නේ එකපාර නෙමෙයි. හරි? දැන් අද කරලා ගිය අවුරුද්දේ පේපරේ ඒක ඉවර කරලා ඊළඟ දවසේ ආයෙ එකම කරන්න එපා. වෙන papers කරන්න. කරලා පස්සේ ආය papers 5ක් විතර කරලා ආයෙ එක කරාට අවුලක් නැහැ. හරි? මොකද papers කරද්දී ඔයාලට වෙලාවට අහු වෙනවා ඔයාලා දන්නේ නැති දේවල්. හරි? ඒ කියන්නේ හිතන්නකෝ දැන් ටයිම් එකත් එක්ක ඔයාලා ඔක්කොම තීරි ආය පාඩම් කරලා මුලින් ඉඳන් papers කරන්න පස්සේ ගන්න ගියොත් ටයිම් එක මදි. හරි? එහෙනම් මුලින් focus එක දෙන්න papers වලට. papers කරද්දී ඔයාට එනවනේ මෙන්න මේක දන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. හරි? You know sometimes you will get an idea, so I don't know this one. No? මේක දන්නේ නැහැ කියලා එනවා idea එකක්. හරිද? එතකොට අවුල් යන්න එපා. හරිද? අවුල් යන්න එපා. ඒක දැන් ඔයාලා මේ ඉගෙන ගන්නවනේ. එක්සෑම් එක නෙමෙයිනේ ඔය. අපි පේපර්ස් ටෙස්ට් කරනවා ඔය. එතකොට එහෙම කරද්දී තේරෙන්නේ නැති දෙයක් හරි මොකක් හරි තියෙනවා නම් ඔයා නෝට් එක ඕපන් කරලා බලන්න. නැත්නම් ඇත්තට මට එවන්න මම තේරුම් කරලා එවන්න. හරිද? එහෙම කරලා තමා මේ දවස් ටිකේ හැඩ ගහන්න ඕන. එතකොට ඇත්තටම පේපර්ස් වල තියෙන දේවල් එක්ක ඔයාලට එක්සෑම් එකට අවශ්‍ය දේවල් ටික තමයි බැලෙන්නේ. right? As the example actually the fifth lesson. okay? පස්වෙනි පාඩම ගත්තොත් පස්වෙනි පාඩමේ ගොඩක් ලොකුට එන්නේ නැහැ. 10 වසරේ. Sorry, not this grade 11, the grade 10. The fifth lesson means the operating system. හරිද? operating system එකේ ගොඩක් ලොකුට එන්නේ නැහැ. ඒතර ඔයාලා ඒ අදාළ පාඩම කරන්න ලොකු කාලයක් වැය කරන එක අපරාධයි. හරිද? ඉතින් ඔයාලා පේපර් එක කරද්දී ඔයාලා පේපර් එනවා මේ පාඩම් දෙක ප්‍රශ්න දෙක තුන තමයි මේ පාඩමෙන් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒකත් එක්ක ඒ ඒරියා ටික කවර් වෙනවා. ෆෝර්ත් ලෙසන් එක ගත්තා. ලොජික් ගේට් ගත්තාම ලොජික් ගේට් වල මුලින් ඉඳන් බලන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. නේද? ප්‍රශ්නේ ඇත්තම ලොජික් ගේට් වල ප්‍රශ්නේ ඉන්නේ එක විදිහකට. හරිද? ලොජික් සර්කිට් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒකේ මොකද්ද එක්ස්ප්‍රෙෂන් එක ලියන්න සහ අවුට්පුට් එක. okay? මේ ඊට පස්සේ ඉතින් එහෙම කරද්දී ඔයාලට තේරෙනවා මේ වගේ එකක් තමයි ඉන්නේ. right? එතකොට ඔයා පොඩ්ඩක් තියරිය බලලා මෙහෙම තමයි ලියන්නේ කියලා පොඩ්ඩක් දැනගන්න පුළුවන්. right? Likewise, you have to give more focus on the papers. Okay? So you can just do 50-50. Okay? You can do 50 for theory and 50 for papers. But no, it is like 60-40 likewise. 40 50 වගේ 40 60 වගේ දාන්න. පස්සේ හරි තව මාසයක් දෙකක් විතර ගියාට පස්සේ papers තමයි. හරි theory බලන්න ලොකුවට දාගන්න එපා. ඒ කියන්නේ අර වගේ දන්නේ නැති දේවල් බලන්න. but theory මුලින් බලලා paper එක කරන්න යන්න එපා. එතකොට දැනුත් ලොකු issue එකක් නැහැ. ඒ වුණාට දැනුත් එහෙම පටන් ගන්නවා හොඳයි. okay papers කරන එක. And I have shared you all the papers. okay මම papers ඔක්කොම share කරලා තියෙන්නේ මම හිතන්නේ. මම හිතනවා ඔයාලා ගාව ඇති link එක. okay past papers. Those are the past papers. okay we have the last year also. right? So you have all the papers. okay just do those things. work around papers කරන එක තමයි අතරම හොඳ කියන්නේ වටින්නේ. දැන් කාලේ විදියට. හරිද? දැන් කාලේ විදියට. right. okay let's go back. The header tag. So here as you can see we have used 6 different tags. Let's see the output. This is the output. okay so the first H1 is the biggest one. H1 has the biggest size of font, and H2 has a little bit smaller, and H6 is the smallest header tag. okay and the other thing is actually can you see the size of this tag? I will include normal text. As you can see, this is the normal text, and the header tag, the font size of the header tag is smaller than the normal text. No, this is for like subtopic and in the subtopic likewise. okay so it is smaller than the normal text, the H6 size. okay so you have to remember that one. H1 is the largest one. H6 is the smallest one. We can't include H0 or H7. okay if we include H7, there is no such tag. So what will happen if the tag is wrong? Actually, there is no such tag as H7. Okay. So this is like an error, no? It's like a syntax error, normal error. Okay. So then I told you in the HTML, if we have an error, the web browser will ignore that tag. No? It's going to ignore, which means actually the last text will appear like a normal text. Let's see. Here, as you can see, the last one is the normal as a normal word. So then the normal tag is all, this normal text is also there. Okay. That is H7 actually. There is no such thing. Okay. We have these tags. Okay. Right. So yeah, write this one. I think we need to remove this one. There is an example in your tude. Okay. Write this. You have to start from beginning. I think it is better to start from the beginning. Start from HTML. Just write all the things. Raise your hands once you are finished. Okay. Right? I think the time is enough, no? I think the time is enough. Okay. Right. Is it okay now? Finish? Or do you need some more time? Right. So then there's a space, okay, after you wrote this one, that one, okay. So write in that space, first point, or the paragraph, just write a paragraph. Header tags, header tags are used for titles. Header tags are used for titles. Titles, write to the same paragraph, okay. Both opening and closing tags, both opening and closing tags are needed. Both opening and closing tags are needed. Opening and closing tags are needed. You can use H1 to H6 tags. You can use H1 to H6 tags. The text should be written between the text should be written between the opening and closing tags. The text should be written in the opening tags and closing tags. Opening tags and tag and closing tag. Right? Oh, that is about the heading tag. Okay, that is about heading tag. You need to memorize, you need to keep remember that the H1 is the biggest tag, H6 is the smallest one. Okay, one is better, one is bigger, right? 6 is small. That's the thing you need to remember. Okay, right. Let's move to the next tag. So next tag actually it's like a formatting tag. Okay, now we are going to learn about formatting tags. Okay, let's see. I'm going to write Chamika. Okay, this is a normal word like Chamika. Okay, so what is the font? The font is actually this is Times New Roman. I think the default font is Times New Roman. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to change the font. Okay? I think you have seen several websites that they use several type of font. No? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change font of this word. To change the font, we need a separate tag, which is font. Okay, font is the tag. Okay, the name of the tag is font. Okay, so then actually we can change several things of this font. Okay, we can change several things. So the first thing is I'm going to change the font name. Okay, I need to change font. So how we are going to add that one? We need to add a attribute. Okay, it is an attribute called face. Okay, I'm going to remove this one now. Let's remove this one. That the name of the tag is font. Okay, so then I'm going to add an attribute called face. Okay, so this attribute we can include a value. So in the font face attribute, we can insert the name of the font that we are going to use. The name of the font. Actually, there's a name. So let's see area. Okay, this is a name of a font. Okay, so then I'm going to close the tag, font tag, and then I'm going to insert the name, and there is a closing tag also. Okay, there's a closing tag. As I told you, the tag name is font. Okay, so this is attribute. Face is the name of the font. Okay, this is like an attribute. So I will save this one and just change the different. Here, you can see, no, the font is changed. Let's see a different font. Let's see a good font. No, I have to open the Word. Actually, I can't remember the names of the font. So that's why I need to open this Word. Let's see, is there several good fonts? Yeah, this one, Super Black. I'm going to copy this one. No? I'm going to copy the name. Super Black. Let's see. This is like that one. It is like a good one. No? It's a good one. Let's see another one. This one. Berlin Sans. Actually, the name is a little big, but we can copy and paste. What happened? I think it is not recognized this font. No, is it something different? No, this is the name. It's not getting the font. No, I don't know what happened. Let's see another font. Hey, what is this one? No, this is not a word, okay? It's not a word. Let's see this one. Is it applicable? No. What happened? This one, African. Let's see small name. Africa. Yeah, it is getting that one. So actually, I think they are getting the ASCII codes. We can't use Unicodes. Let's see this one. Impossibility. Yeah. Okay. I think it is getting the ASCII codes. Right. I will use the Arial one only. Arial. No, this one is better, no? African is better. No, no, it is not good. Impossibility is better. Yeah, this one. Okay. Right. The font name. Let me say this. You can't see the screen. Is it okay now? Okay. I don't know what happened. Okay. Right. So where did you lose the visual? Uh, I think you could see those things, no? When I insert font tag and the face by attribute likewise. No? Is it okay? Did you saw that one? Did you guys saw that one? Okay, no? Right. So then it is better to keep this chat open. Yeah. Okay. Right. So the font tag. Okay. The tag name is font. So we can use this font tag to change the formatting of the fonts of the words. Okay. We can use this font tag to change the formatting of the words. Okay. There are several attributes we can use in the font tag. The first attribute is face. So you can use this face attribute to change the font name, the font. Okay. Likewise, you need to put the attribute and then you need to put equal and then you have to include the value. When you are including values, you can use either this one, the double quotation, no? This one, or else the single quotation. Okay. Either you can use single quotation or else the double quotation. It doesn't matter. But I think in your uh, textbooks, it is using double quotation. So the thing is actually, if you use one double quotation here, you have to use the double quotation in here also. If you use single quotation, it will be error. Okay. So this is the first attribute, and there are several other attributes also. The other one is size. Size is another attribute. Okay. So which means we can increase the size. Okay. So here actually we have size between 1 to 7. We can use either 1 or 2, 3, 4, up to 7. Okay. Let's try 7. Let's see. As you can see here, the size is increased. Okay. Let's say 8. Same size. No? 74. Same size. It's not going to change. Okay. This is the 7th. No. 7. Okay. Let's try 6. It is decreased. No. Which is the maximum size is 7. The lowest one is 1. Okay. This is the size. The 1. Let's see. 0. Same. No. The lowest one is 1. The maximum size is 6. Okay. So here actually it is inverted, no? Like in the header tag. In the header tag, 1 is the maximum size, no? It is the largest one. and 6 is the smallest one. Okay, but in here, when we use size, okay, this is attribute. So in the previous case, it is a tag. Okay, H1, H2, H3. It is a tag. Okay? When we include numbers in the tags, 1 is the better one. The others are the lowest one. The 6 is the smallest one. But in here, the tag is font, but we have included the attribute as size, no? So here we are going to insert the attribute and a value to that attribute. Okay? When we talk about values for one separate particular attribute, it will increase when the size is increased. No? The size is increased when the number is increased. Okay, when we use 7, size is increased. 6 is smaller than like that. No? So remember the difference. Here we are going to give a value for an attribute. Okay, but in the previous case, we have used a tag. Yeah, that is a tag. H1 is a tag, right? So font. Okay, font. And we have another attribute called color, which is actually we can change the color. Okay, so there are different types we can insert the color. Okay, so the first type is actually we can type the name blue. Okay, we can easily type the name of the color. As you can see here, it has changed to blue color. Okay, we can change this one into aqua. Aqua is this color. No? It is not visible. It is not better. Let's see white. What will happen? Yeah, it is not visible. Yeah, white is affected. Brown. Okay, we can just enter the name of the font. Sorry, no, not the font. Name of the color. So then we can easily see the difference. So this is one type. The other type is actually we can use the RGB color code. You know the RGB color code, no? So we can use RGB color code. But when we are using the RGB color code, we need to start with hashtag. Okay? We need to start with hashtag. And then we need to give 3 numbers for 3 different colors. Okay? You know that we are using hexadecimal numbering. Okay? And the maximum is FF for one value. Smallest is 0, 0. Right? Smallest is 0, 0, which is actually for one color. We can use what? Hashtag 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 to hashtag FF, FF, FF. We can include any color code in between those two. Okay. So I will just type. Okay. I don't know what will be the color. Okay. C, D. This is a hexadecimal. The maximum is F. Okay. We can't use S. And 70 F. I don't know what will be the color. Let's see. I will remove this one. It's like orange. No, not the orange. It's like purple, like no, like a purple. Okay. We can use color code. We can either use a name or else we can use a color code. That is a better color, no? It is a very good color. Yeah. Okay. So the other thing is actually guys, we don't need this one. Okay. If we remove this one, as you can see, we can change the color. Okay, let's type all different one. As you can see, we can change the color. We don't need to include this hashtag. Okay, but the thing is, for ethical reason and also for identify by us to easily identify by us, we are going to include this hashtag. Okay, so the hashtag is including because to indicate this is a color code. Okay, but for the computer or as the web browser, it will detect automatically this is a color code. Okay, to identify to us, we are going to include this hashtag. The thing is, we need to include this hashtag. When you're writing something, when you're writing answers, just put the hashtag if you are using color code. Okay, so I need to tell you that even without the color hashtag, the code is running. Okay, the browser will automatically detect. But the thing is, we need to include this hashtag. It is better. Okay, right. Those are the three attributes we can use. Okay, the name of the tag is font. We have one attribute called face. We can include the name of the font, and then we can include size. Okay, so size is between 1 to 7. Okay, between 1 to yes, it is up to 1 to 7. And then we can add color. So there are two methods to include color. One is typing the name, the other one is using the color code. Okay, that is about the font tag. And the other thing is actually we have to use opening tag and the closing tag, and the text should be in between those opening tag and closing tag. Okay, those texts will be affected by these kind of attributes and values, right? Okay, is it okay now? Right, let's write this one. Okay, let's write. So here let's put a name. Okay, let's put a name, blue. Just put a name. So when we write the other things, we will tell. We can use color code also. Okay. Right. So you don't need to write all the things. Just write the font tag. Okay. Just write the font tag. Don't write all the things because you know those things are needed. Okay. All the things are needed. Okay. But for the tut, you can use you can write this one only this one. So raise your hand. Okay. The other thing, did you get the result of the term test? What about the result? Waltaf, you need to work hard, okay? I told you in the paper discussion, okay? You need to work, yeah, you need to work hard. Okay, just follow the guideline I told you, okay? And what about Prabhashan? What about your result for the second term? Did you got the result or what happened? Prabhashan? I think the time is enough, no? Is it okay? Do you finish right? Right. Okay. So then the marks, what about marks? Do you got the marks or else not yet? All right. So send me the marks once you get the mark, okay? Right. So let's write about this. Let's write about these attributes, okay? Not the tags. Let's write about this attribute. So first point, right? Face. First point, face. Face. Enter the font name. Enter the font name. Size. Size. Values from 1 to 7 can be boosted. Biggest. The last one is color. Color can include the name of the color or can include the color as RGB hexadecimal. RGB code is enough, no? RGB code starting from hash. Okay, let's write an example. Hash just write several examples. And write these 3 bullets. First one is font attribute, size, and the color attribute. Right? Okay. Good. Let's move to the next one. So we're going to learn several tags. Okay. Next tag is actually for another reason. Okay. So the thing is actually, guys, if we are going to include a long paragraph, let's create a paragraph. Now here the font is different, no? We'll change. Okay. Don't worry. Let's see. I'm going to write a paragraph. As you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines. Okay. Right? We have 5 lines, okay, in this paragraph. But when I save this one and when I open this one in the browser do not detect several paragraphs. Okay, as you can see here. Okay. So here I will turn off my camera. Okay. Here, actually, the browser do not detect several lines. Okay, like this. Here, as you can see here, the first line is what? It is ending here. True. Okay. So here, I will separate this one. Okay. So here I am going to add a new line. Okay, like this. So I'm going to break the paragraph. Okay, I'm going to break the paragraph, and here I'm going to include a new paragraph. Right? Can you see the difference? There is no any difference actually. No. Here in the text editor, I have put a breaker. Okay, I have put a breaker, but when we see in the browser, we can't see any change. No, the thing is actually the browser do not detect any spaces or else any what we call this one entered one. Okay? The lines. Okay, the difference of lines. So here actually I'm going to include another line. As you can see here, when you click online video, and then I have started a new line. Okay, so let's save this one. As you can see, there is no any difference. Okay, I will just decrease the size. As you can see here, when I decrease the size, the endpoint is different. No? If I decrease all the way up, as you can see, it is like a simple line, no? Like a simple line. But here in the text editor, we have created separate lines. Okay, this is one line, this is another line. We have created separate line. But in the web browser, it not detected like this. No? What can we do? Actually, there is another tag called as breaker. BR. BR. Breaker. So when we include BR tag, it will include a breaker in that point. Okay, which is actually here you can see help you prove your point and then break. No? So which means here it will get a one line of break. So then it will start from here when you click like that. Okay, let's see the output. As you can see here. So here the point is in here. So then it is keep a break, this break type. So then it has start from the next line. It's going to break the line. Here, as you can see, I have braked in the text editor, but it is not braked in here. What I can do? I can include break attack. So then it is braked in here. Can you see the tag? What is happening from the tag? It is going to break the paragraph or else break the text. Okay. The other thing is actually there is no any closing tag here. When we open a breaker, when we include a breaker, there is no there should no any closing breaker. No, there's only open. And there are several types we can use this breaker tag. Okay, this is sorry, there are several methods, no types, methods. The first thing is we can include BR as the tag. It is the breaker tag. Okay, I will just remove this one. Okay, here you can see the breaker tag. So the other thing is I can include BR and here forward slash in here. It is like closing tag. Okay, it is like closing tag. As you can see, we can use break tag like this also. Okay, so it is like a closing tag, closing break tag, but this is not a closing break tag. Okay, this is like a closing break tag, but it is a break attack. Okay. And the other thing is we can include this forward slash in the end like this. It is also same. No, it is also same, which is we can use three methods to include break attack. First one is normal BR. The other one is closing BR. Closing BR. The next one is BR forward slash. As you can see here, it is blocked. So here, see here actually I didn't include an enter in the paragraph. Okay, I just include the break attack. Here actually I have included the break attack and also I divided the paragraph within the text editor also, no? But here actually I didn't divide the paragraph within the text editor. I just include the BR tag. මෙතන අර දැන් කලින් නම් මෙතන BR tag එක දාලා මම එතන enter කරලා වෙනම පෙන්නවුවා මෙතන text edit එකේ. මේක එහෙම නෑ මම නිකන් normal BR tag දැම්මේ. int එක ඒ දිගටම යනවා. Okay? මෙතන මේ දිගටම යනවා. But when we look at the web browser, as you can see, when it is typed in the this type, it will include this BR tag, which is it is going to break the line, right? So what happens if we include two breakers? Two breakers. Here also it will break twice. One type and then another type. Okay, we can break again. Yeah, like that. Okay, we can include several BR tags concurrently, but as you can see, it is changing the sign, the space between the words. Okay, this is called BR. It is like break attack. It is a break attack. The first two characters in the breaker, BR. Okay, right. Let's write that one. Let's write. So first, so in the tut, in the first space, just write these three, BR and BR. Just put commas. Okay? Put commas. BR. In the first line, just write these three. Put commas, okay, to indicate those are three different methods. Those are three different methods. BR. Right? Okay. Let's write in the next line. Okay, just put the first point. This tag creates a line break. This tag creates a line break. This tag creates a line break right to the same paragraph. The line moves toward new line. The line moves to a new line where the tag is placed. The tag is placed. The tag is placed. Next point. This tag doesn't have a closing tag. this tag doesn't have a closing tag. Okay, Prabhashana, I think you got another connection issue, no? Second point. I think you wrote the first point. Okay. Second point. This tag doesn't have a closing tag. This tag doesn't have a closing tag. We call this one as blank tag or blank tag. Just put in the brackets blank tag. Blank tag. Blank tag. Which means that tag don't have the closing tag. Okay. Next point. Uh, no, that's it. Okay, that's it. So let's write this thing. Okay, do not need to write all the thing. So I think it is better to write the example in your tute, no? Let's write that one. Let's write the example in the tute. This is a paragraph. Then we have to add the break tag. Okay. To test the break tag. Okay. We can just include. We can just remove the enter in here. Okay. So as you wish, we can just put breaker in here. Just continue. Or else we can just keep enter here. You can see here. Tell me what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Let me just stop the share. Is it okay now? Okay. Just remember that if we can if we include breaker tag, it's going to go to a new line. Okay. So it is better to use this BR tag. Okay. As I mentioned, there are three methods. Okay, we can use / and the other thing. Okay. So, but it is better to use this method, only the BR. Okay. This is also working tag. Break tag. Right. The other thing I need to tell you. So, are you watching the paper discussions? Paper discussion බලනවද? මොකද live class එකට join වෙන්නේ නැති හින්දා අහන්නේ. බලන්න paper discussions. මම YouTube එකේ දානවා සහ මම recordings ටිකක් දානවා. Okay, you have to watch, okay? බලන්න ඕනේ. And the other thing is, as I told you, you need to write the answers to the papers. First, write the answers to the papers, and then you can watch the paper discussion. If you are free at tomorrow, okay, we are doing the paper discussion in Thursday, 7:30. So if you are free, you need to join to the paper discussion. Okay, you have to join to the paper discussion. It is better to join to the live class. Or if you can't join to the live class, it is better to watch the recordings. Okay. Okay. So then let's move to the other tags. So then again we are going to learn about several formatting tags. Okay, we are going to learn about several formatting tags. Okay. Right. I will include my name and then break. Okay. How many things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So here actually I'm going to insert what is this blank tag. Right. Several things. So then let's try several formatting tags. Okay. Let's try several formatting tags. So the first one is bold. Okay. We can use bold tag. Bold tag. It is going to use for bolding purpose. Okay. Bolding means for bold. Okay. Right. Give me 1 second. Right. Bold. Okay. To bold, we can use B, indicating bold tag. And here actually we need to use closing tag. Okay. So then the word will be bold. Okay. The word will be bold. And also there are other tags also we can use to bold the words. The next one is strong. Okay. Strong. This is a tag. We can close the tag. Strong is also a tag to bold the words, as you can see here. Okay. This is also to bold the words. Okay, can bold the words. Okay. So then we have what is the other? It is like italic, no? Like italic, no? To it to italic, we can use I. I for italic. And there is a closing tag. Okay. So you can see here is italic. I will use two breakers. Okay. It is better to use two breakers. Right. Okay, it is good, no? So then the third one is italic. This italic. And also as this is strong, we can use another tag called EM. EM. This is also for italic. As you can see, this is also for italic. Okay. To bold, we have strong. To italic, we have en. Okay. So then what is the other thing? The other thing is underline. No? Underline. We can use U. U for underline. U for underline. I will keep distance. Right. U for underline. Okay. Actually, here you have to. I will change the order. Okay. Because actually in the tut, I have changed this one. No? So first you have to include the underline. Then we can include emphasize. Okay. It's like this. No? In the tut. Yeah. So then the other thing is strike through. Okay. The other thing is strike through means S. What is strike through? It is like deleting something. No? You can see the output like this. So we are writing something and we need to delete that one. When we are writing in the textbook, okay, in the textbooks, book or any book. So we can't just directly just remove like in the word software. We have to cut. Okay, to cut, we have a tag called strike through. Okay, so for that one we can use S. So then the other thing is subscript. No, the subscript superscript. It's like this. I'm going to remove this one and let's write H2O. No. Let's write the same thing. Okay. So here I'm going to write Chamika and then I'm going to use superscription word. Okay. So superscription. No, I will just write X2. Okay. X2. It is like X to the power 2. Or else 2 to the power 2. Let's so 2 to the power 3. No, 2 to the power 3 is equal 8. No. Yeah, 2 to the power 3 is equal 8. No. So then this is not 23. This should be 2 to the power 3. Okay. You know, when we write 2 to the power numbers, it is like this. No. 2 to the power 3. It is like this. Okay. So here actually you can see it is in the what? It is like in the sky. No. No. Here we have 2, but the 3 is above of this 2. No? It is like flying. No? It is like, let me turn on the camera. Right? It is like flying. No? So who is the person uh, you know that is flying in the air? Do you know any person who are flying in the air? Do you know any person? Actually, it is on the DC Comics, okay? Not in real life. In the real life, we don't have any person who are flying in the air. Okay. No, not for the Iron Man. Actually, he need to use separate suit. No. Okay. So in the DC comic, Iron Man is in the Marvel comics. Okay. So DC comics, we have a person which is what? Superman. Okay. We have Superman. No? Superman is a person from another world, another planet. What is the planet? Krypton, no? Krypton planet, like this. Okay. So then Superman is flying, no? It's like flying. So here you can see the tree is like flying. No? So basically it is like Superman. No? So then we can use the tag called superscript. Okay, you can memorize that one as Superman. Okay? Superman. Okay, so it is the name is superscript. Okay, superscript, right? But you can memorize in Superman. So we need to have opening tag and the closing tag. Superscript. Okay, so then I will show you like this: 2 to the power 3. Okay, I will just change this one. It will ignore. You know, if the tag is wrong, it will ignore. So then you can see it is like 23. But we need to use this tree as a superscript. Okay, so then we can use superscript, Superman. So then it is like Superman is going to fly. Okay, that is about Superman. So then I'm going to write H2O. H2O. It is like this. You know the I don't know the name. The word for water. H2O. No, it is like this. No. So here actually I need to uh, write H2O. So normally I wrote normal H2O. Let's see the output. It is like this. No. But the thing is, 2 should be below of this H. No, it is like going under the word. No, under the text. Okay. In the previous case, it is going to fly over the text. So here it is going to go under the word. Okay. It is like go under the what the surface. No, like go under the surface. So actually, there are no any machine to go under the surface, but there is a machine to go under the water. No? There is a machine to go under the water. What is the machine? What is the machine used to go under the water? Okay, sorry guys. Okay, so what is the machine? Do you know about that machine? This is a specific machine. But I think for our government, we don't own a machine like that. What is that one? A submarine. No, we can use submarine to go under the water. No, it is like going under something. No, so here actually the 2 is going under the water. No, so here actually it is water. No, H2O means water, right? It's going to go under some word. So then the machine is submarine. So here actually we can use that name submarine, which is SUB. The correct word is subscript. Okay, the normal correct word is subscript, but you can remember as submarine. No, if you want to go under, we have to use submarine. So then SUB. Okay, so we need to have open tag and closing tag. Okay, so then let's see. As you can see, it is like H2O. Okay? This is subscript. Okay, the name is subscript, but we can just remember that this one as submarine, no? Because it is going under the water, right? Right. So the next one, actually, we need to include another several things. The next one, we can use is center tag. Center tag is, it is going to center the word to the browser. Okay, I'm going to save this one. It is not saved. So as you can see, it is centered to the web page. Okay, so actually this center means it is centered from the size of the browser. Okay, so if I change the browser, the size of the browser here, if I change the size of the browser, as you can see, it is changing the size of this the centering path, no? Is if I increase the size, as you can see, it is near to this one, H2O. If I increase the size, as you can see, it is going to center. Normally, it is going to center to the web page. Okay, if we use this center tag. Okay, so then let's have another tag. Okay, actually this tag is not in your textbook. Okay, this tag is marquee. Marquee. What will happen in this tag? You can see it is going to go like a subheading in the newspaper. No, not the newspaper, in the TV news. Okay, in the TV news, I think you've seen that one. In the bottom, there are several sub news, normal news, which is floating. The words are floating. So like that, we can use this marquee tag here. As it is not saying. Yes, you can see. Okay, we can use this marquee tag and like this. Okay, like this, right? So then actually we can use several attributes for this marquee tag. Okay, we can use several attributes to this marquee tag. So the first one is we can change the direction. We can just change the direction like left and right. Okay, so this is for left. No, the default is left. Let's type right. As you can see, the direction is changed. Marquee tag. Okay, we can change the direction, right? The next thing is we can change the speed. Okay, we can change the speed. So for the speed, we can use the attribute called scroll amount. Okay, you can use scroll amount. Let's say 5. It is same as the size, no? Same as the previous speed. Let's change this one into 100. I think you can see it is increased this speed, no? It has increased the speed. Let's see 1. Let's see 1. You can see now. No? Very slow. It's like snail. Right? This is market tag. Okay, this is for your knowledge. Okay, so in the textbooks you don't need this one. You don't have this one. Market tag එක ඔයාලගේ මේකේ නෑ. මම මේ ඔයාලගේ knowledge එකට පෙන්නන්නේ. Right? So if you need include news, can use this one. And also we can use up and down. Okay, can use up and down. This is up direction. And down is also like this. Okay, it is going to change that one. Okay, down is like this, right? And also there are several other attributes also. Okay, so this is about marquee tag. Okay, marquee tag, right? Is it talking about the tags? Those are the formatting tags. Is it talking about the tags? Iron Man තමයි බලලා දෙන්නේ කොහොමද? ඉතින් බලන්න. මම මේ බැලුවේ මාවල් එකේ අවින විෂන් එකේ ඉන්නනේ. හරි. ওই මාවල් මම හිතන ෆිල්ම් බලලා ඇති කට්ටිය. හරි. ඒක ළමයි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් බොරුමත් නැතුව අර ෆිසික්ස් වලට සමාන එහෙම කරලා තමයි ළමයි ඒවා තියෙන්නේ. කියන්නේ දැන් උදාහරණයක් විදිහට අර විෂන් ඉන්නවනේ. හරි විෂන් කියලා ඩයල් එකක් ඉන්නවා. හරි ඒ ඌ අර පොර අර අයන් මෑන් ම තමයි හදන්නේ. හරි මේ අර මේ මොනවද? ස්ටෝන් එක යූස් කරලා හරි හදනවා. ඉතින් එයාත් අර පා වෙනවනේ. හරි ඒ විෂන් වල පා වෙනවා. පොරක් පියාඹන්න පුළුවන්. සීනක් තියෙනවා. ඇත්තටම එයා පියාඹනවා කියලා ළමයි ඒක තියෙන ඇත්තටම උට නිකන් පියාඹන්න බෑ. හරි විෂන්ට පියාඹන්න බෑ. එයාට පුළුවන් ඇඟේ තියෙන අර ඩෙන්සිටි එක වෙනස් කරගන්න. හරි ඇඟේ තියෙන ඩෙන්සිටි එක වෙනස් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. හරි එතකොට එයා ඒ වෙලේ අර පියාඹන්න ඕන එයා මොකද කරන්නේ? ඩෙන්සිටි එක අඩු කරනවා. හුලකට වඩා අඩු කරනවා ඩෙන්සිටි එක. එතකොට නිකම්ම පා වෙනවා. එහෙම තමයි පියාඹන්නේ. හරි එහෙම අර සුපර්මෑන් වගේ පියාඹන්න බෑ ඩයල් එක. එතකොට දැන් බලන්න මම මේ ෆිල්ම් එක බලද්දි ඒ විෂන් පා වෙන වෙලේ ළමයි එයාගේ ඇඟ හරහා පේනවා ටිකක්. ඒ කියන්නේ යාර ඩෙන්සිටි එක අඩු කරද්දි අර හුලඟට වඩා අඩු කරද්දි නිකන් විනිවිද පේනවා වගේ පෙන්වන්න. අර ඒ වගේ ඩීටේල්ස් උත් එයාලා බලලා තියෙනවා. හරිද? වීඩියෝ නේ ෆිල්ම් එක බලද්දි බලන්නකො. ෆිල්ම් එක බලනවා නම් හරි දැන් එක්සෑම් ඉවරලා බලන්න. හරිද? ඉතින් මේ අර පා වෙන වෙලේ විෂන්ගේ ඩෙන්සිටි එක අඩු වෙලා එයා විනිවිද පේන තත්ත්වයට එනවා. හරි? ඒ වගේ දේවලුත් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ෆිල්ම්ස් හදද්දි බලනවා. හරි? එහෙමත් මොනවා කළා තමයි ෆිල්ම්ස් හදලා තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි මාවල් එක නම් ඇත්තටම ගොඩාක් ඉතින් කොමික් තමයි ඉතින් ඒව නම්. බොරු කොමික්. හරි? Right. Okay, let's write this thing. Okay, let's write this thing. So you have a topic. What is body? Text formatting. Okay. So in that, let's write this thing. First, look at the order. So actually, there is no any example for this strong one. No, there is no any example for this strong tag. Okay, so just write the strong tag, but just keep a notation that this strong tag example is not there. Okay, so you can write this strong tag, but the example is not there because actually the one of this bold word is not there in the example. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, so write the bold, strong, and italic. So then we have underline. So then emphasize. Okay, so then strike through. So then here superscript, the example showing say a different type of example. No, it's like Chamika and the name. Name is the one who, that is superscript one. Okay, you have to change the code according to the example, and for the subscript also, you have to write that like that. And then in the end, I think we have the center tag. Okay, we have the center tag, and I didn't include about the marquee tag, but we can write that one. Right, let's write this thing. Just write this thing. Write this thing and just raise your hand. Is it finished? Okay, just raise your hand once you finish. And also, if there are any question, you can ask from me. I have put my number here. I think you can visible my number, so you can send the WhatsApp message also. Don't write this BR tags, okay? Don't write these things. Actually, I wrote this thing because it is good for visualization. Right? Okay. So let me stop the sharing. Right. So actually, we have learned several tags. Okay. Several tags, but we have to learn a lot of more tags. Okay. So in next day, we are going to learn about image tag. Okay. We are going to start from the image tag. So then we can continue to learn hyperlinks and also the the lists and also the other tags. Okay. So let's continue from next week. Okay. So you can do several papers and also just join to the paper discussion also, right? If you have any question, there is my number. Okay. Here I think you can see my number. You can send a WhatsApp message, right? So then let's see you on the next week, right? So up to then, stay safe. Okay. Stay safe and just study, right? Just study, right? Okay, so then, good night, guys. Good night. So see you in the next week, right?